When you arrive in Kinnick Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard nose, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Ducks will boot it away to start the game. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Iowa's offense will get the first crack at it here. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires left. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Quick strike complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He makes the connection. The Ducks get it past the sticks. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. He's looking to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Line getting set on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Safe completion on the screen.
4th and short means I'm going for it nowadays. You see it all over college football. Everybody's using analytics and saying, I'm going to take my chances of going for it rather than punting. So great job by the defense, but you better get that next play ready.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. He'll start this drive firing. It's caught.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Got his man quickly. At the 35, he's loose. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The give to the tailback. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. They'll run it from the gun. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Might be looking to run. He'll pull it down and run. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? From the shotgun, they'll run it. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab on the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Fires to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Catch in the middle, it's Ware. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On second down, looking again to throw. Firing deep. Really important for a ranked team. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. He's going to throw deep right side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp. Wants to throw on second down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Hawkeyes in the hurry-up.
And listen, you get zone coverage, and you can hit that curl route, and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Quick release by the QB. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Offense gets set for second down.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Trying to get to it. He'll pull it down. At midfield, he's got room. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count
on. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Discards a man.
All right, nice gain on third down there. No, you didn't get the first down. Now it's a thought process, right? Early in the game, do I want to show aggressiveness or am I going to be a little bit passive? Your decision. Go for it or not.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. He'll keep it himself. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Might as well give it to him again. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Handoff from the gun. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run up to the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this boot game if I were allowed to do that push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Line gets set, first down. Makes the quick grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They want to throw it. Setting up the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. The inside handoff. After 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Dialing up a second down pass play. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. From the gun, running back on the move. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll try the run. Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. The Ducks will move the sticks. It's first and 10 from their own 14-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Going up top on first down. He looks that one in nicely.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the deep.
Snags it on the right. He's loose. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Washington State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. He's got it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. And before they can kick it, the receiving team is going to call a timeout. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. First down here for the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Most defenses are lucky if you have 1 good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time.
Got it in stride inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity. To execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out.
Touchdown, Hawkeye! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Now the play fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Ducks will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Iowa City as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's kick it back to the guys inside Kinnick Stadium.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes. They've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity, their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Looking to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. Shakes off the tackler. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. Give to the back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The offense in hurry up mode. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. The give from the gun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Second down coming up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. The Ducks will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you know, you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of that.
He's back to throw on second down. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? He wants to throw here on second down. Feeling some heat. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back,
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They'll throw it on 1st down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Fires and picked off. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. Out of the gun to give to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 13. And the Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Great example of how a 2nd half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. 1st half, it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Eastern Michigan is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Washington State. And he
throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
The give. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You know, when you go down personnel package, you've got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. You've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
The Ducks decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed, and the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. Quickly complete. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. This time he's got it. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
The Hawkeyes are in the hurry up. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Leaves it with the running back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. And it's right down the boulevard. Guys, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th.
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. 4th quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Ducks are on the move. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon. They've got the lead here in the 4th. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain. big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Tempo and overdrive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Trying to pick it up on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going with the counter play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. He's looking to throw. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. No, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The RPO, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Hawkeyes want to move quickly.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. The running back has it. Breaks the tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Penn State is going to enjoy the trip back to Happy Valley after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Beaver Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. He's got it.
That's a really well-coached wide receiver, guys. Understanding the situation in the game. Understanding the importance of killing this clock. Only way to do that on that play was to get out of bounds. He did exactly that.
The throw. He's right on target. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. pushes toward the goal line. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part in the meat of this schedule now is coming up. You play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potentially.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to Week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up, and more important games are coming up. But you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.